With an Animalia news update, Melba Meisley.
Excitement grows at the Great Library, where every animal who's any animal is signing up for Reenie Rhino's annual storytelling contest. And here's Reenie.
It's just amazing, Melba. I had no idea so many Animalians were storytellers. Their enthusiasm is an inspiration.
If you have a story to tell, don't miss out. Sign up now.
So, are you or aren't you?
I already told you, no.
I'm going to do it. Kabobo's going to do it. Alex is going to do it.
Come on, it's not like we're asking you to dive off a cliff into a pit of snakes.
But that would be cool.
And we're not asking you to tackle a 10-foot-tall tarantula who's trying to be not nice.
Even cooler.
I know. I just don't feel like entering the contest, okay?
But you have to, Zoe. Your stories rock.
They rule.
And they are springtime fresh, like my head.
I don't know.
Oh, I know the best one to tell. Remember that story you made up? The one about the turtle with the stinky shell and... and he goes... And he...
And do what?
Oh, my noodle forgets what my laughing remembers. I will stop now. Okay, I'm done.
I'm just not sure I'm up for another competition.
What do you mean another competition?
Okay, promise you won't tell anyone about this? Back home, when I was in 2nd grade, every kid had to get up in front of the class and tell a story. I knew I was good at telling stories, so I didn't stress. But when I stood in front of the class, I froze. I started to sweat. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't make a sound. I ended up throwing up on the timeout rug.
You nasty.
That's rough.
Everyone expected me to live up to my reputation. I totally choked.
I still say you should enter. If anyone so much as makes you feel queasy, they will answer to the wrath of Ignatius the iguana. But if you do feel queasy, stand clear of the lizard.
Hello, Animalia!
This is that.
And see, way up high in the sky, whee! We're hovering over the library to report on the contest. Melvin Mouse is on the scene.
Almost touched my nose that time. Melford, you're on. Here at the library, all of Animalia is signing up for Reenie Rhino's, storytelling thingy. Melba?
Melford, can you tell us what stories these Animalians are compelled to tell?
Yes, I could, if I knew.
Why don't you interview a few Animalians?
I think I'll interview a few Animalians. So, Allegra, what story will you tell?
I'm gonna tell the tear-jerking tale of a ridiculously beautiful and outrageously talented gator gal's meteoric rise from the swamps of Animalia to fame, fortune, and snappy outfits.
Sounds like a sure win in the fiction category.
Tain't fiction, rodent. It's my future, and unless you get on the Allegra bandwagon, you'll be living your future in my lower intestine. Get it?
Got it. Moving on.
At storytelling, who's the best? The tiger in the coat and vest. Hello, handsome.
Tyrannicus, what's your story?
It's called Goodbye, King. I wrote it myself. It goes something like this. In the great library room, there was a king who was a buffoon, and there lived nearby a super rich tycoon whose ambition to rule made Animalians drool.
So it's a fairy tale, I take it.
I'm not finished. Goodbye, library. Goodbye, king. Hello, Tyrannicus, you luscious thing.
Still think your stories aren't good enough?
Well, I don't know.
This breaking news just in. Moments ago, Z and Z Zeppelin struck the library and was punctured. Melford, what can you tell us?
Well, Melba, the big balloon thingy hit the pointy top of the deal and it popped and went.
Well, that's our Melford. Okay. It is this reporter's sad duty to report that Z, Zed, and their Zeppelin are officially missing.
Not if we can help it.
And so, when the Zeppelin hit the roof, it rattled the core. A core spore shot out, punctured the Zeppelin, and sent Zed and Z off to...
Where?
A place none of us have actually been before. We've heard rumors about it, and most Animalians believe it exists.
You're not talking about...
Please don't be talking about...
I'm talking about the land of over and beyond.
Whoa! Oh, my tummy gurgled.
According to their APD, Animalian Positioning Device, that's where Z and Z landed.
What's over and beyond?
According to Animalian folklore, it's an ever-changing land, populated by mythical creatures and imaginary beings.
Like unicorns.
Trolls.
And dragons. Oh, my.
How do we get there?
I haven't a clue. I'm afraid Z and Z could be lost forever.
We have to get to the land of over and beyond.
But how? Where do we begin?
Over here! With the great big book of Animalian folklore. According to legend, the portal that leads to over and beyond moves. Its location keeps changing. It seems to have a logic all its own.
If the portal always moves, how do we find it?
It doesn't say.
Check the index in the back of the book. Maybe under missing zebra?
Zebra.
Hold on a sec, Ig. Let me look at that book. There's a pattern here. There's a pot or an urn or something. A hammer and a scroll. We need to find an urn, one with this marking on it, and bust it wide open to find a scroll.
I've seen that marking before.
Where?
There.
My pot? I found it years ago, tucked away behind some books in the fiction section. It seemed to need a home, so I put a plant in it and set it on my desk.
Yeah, Rini, we need that urn.
By all means, it's yours. And I suppose it's a good idea. Rufus is outgrowing it.
Rufus?
That's my plant's name. I raised him from a teeny tiny sprout. Isn't Rufus the cutest, wootiest plant you ever seen?
Yes, Rini, we'll replant Rufus later, We promise.
I understand. It's just that plants do grow up so fast these days.
Yeah.
Now what?
According to the pattern in the book, we need to smash the pot with a hammer.
And it just so happens I have one.
Why would you have a hammer in your fur?
I've been in that fur. Trust me, there are certain things you do not want to know.
But shh. It's just that...
Shh. Let it go. It is the mystery of the Gabooboo.
Where reality ends, imagination begins. That is where you'll find your friends. To search for the portal, you must take a look back in your mind to your very first book. My very first book, huh? Where's the picture book section?
I remember these books.
Me too. Looking at picture books is how I first learned how to tell a story.
And there's the first book I ever read.
Which one?
That one.
It's called Over and Beyond.
Ooh, I got the chills. Anyone else got the chills?
Constantly. Of course, I am cold-blooded, so I'm all about the chills.
Whoa!
I think Zoe found the portal.
But now how do we find Zoe?
Hello, look who dropped in. Where you headed?
I have no idea.
Then hang on. Name's Wim. I fly wherever I feel like and do whatever I feel like. And since you don't know where you're headed, it's time to fly off on a whim. Welcome to the land of over and beyond. Whoa! Beautiful, isn't it? See that stream? That's the stream of consciousness. Over there, that's the peak of inspiration, which leads to the whirlpools of confusion.
I think I've been there. This is amazing.
Gorgeous, isn't it?
Have you seen any zebras around here recently?
You mean zebras? They plowed their flying balloon into the mountain of missing imagination.
Sounds about right.
I can drop you there, straight away. Mountain of missing imagination.
I'm starting to get a bad feeling about this.
This is as far as I'll take you. If you ever need me, just whistle.
You're sure the zebras are in there?
You mean zebras? That's right.
And you won't go in there with me?
Not a chance.
Why not?
Dagmont lives in there.
Dagmont?
The dragon, the most feared creature in the land of over and beyond.
What can you tell me about him?
Nothing. No one's seen him.
Then why is everyone afraid of him?
Because no one's ever seen him. but we've heard him loud and clear. Take care, love. Remember, if you need me, just whistle.
Okay, Zoe. It's just a dark cave with a fierce dragon. Nothing to be afraid of. Just keep walking and looking for Zed and Z. Okay, this is a little scary.
Who goes there?
Correction. This is off the meter scary.
Zoe's in there somewhere. We have to find a way in.
Have no fear. Iggy will save her. My lips have been smooshed into unpleasantness.
The stink bug! Thank my lucky stripes!
Zoe, you've come for us. You are so special. I'm sending you the nicest thank you card. That is a promise.
Shh! Pipe down, you guys. Let me get you out of here.
Yeah! Let's skedaddle before Dagmon gets back.
What brings you here, little girl?
Little? I'm not a little girl. My name is Zoe, and I'm taking my friends out of here.
Oh, really? Interesting. What gives you the right to take them?
What gives you the right to keep them?
I've never seen anything like them before. Things I've never seen before entertain me.
So you keep them here because you're bored?
I'm not bored. They simply amuse me. Now tell me, little girl, are you an appetizer or a side dish?
Quit calling me a little girl.
Do you realize that I'm a fire-breathing dragon and that one blast from my nose could turn you into little girl flambe? What do you say to that?
I say, call me little girl all you like. But I think it's sad that these zebras amuse you. They're so boring.
I think I'm offended.
Don't think. You'll get a headache. This is probably Zoe's plan to get us out of here.
Oh. Oh!
I suppose you have something better to offer?
I do.
And what can you possibly offer me, little girl?
A story. If you like it, then you let the zebras go free. If you don't, you keep all of us.
Is that our plan?
If anyone could tell a story, Zoe can.
I love a good story. Oh, I wish I had popcorn.
So, tell me a story, if you dare.
Once upon a time, there was a dragon.
A story about me? Do tell, do tell.
This was a bored, sad dragon because he had no friends. He sat in his cave for years upon years, alone and pathetic.
So far, I don't like this story.
Give me a break. I'm making this up as I go.
All right, continue.
So one day, something miraculous happened. A round rock rolled into his cave. This little rock was the first new thing the dragon had seen since forever. The dragon was happy. He had a new pal. They played together, they ate together, they hung out together. Then, one morning, when the dragon woke up, the rock was broken. It was split into a bazillion pieces.
What happened to the rock?
Let the zebras go and I'll finish the story.
Fine, but I'm not pleased.
Phew! What a trip that was!
I'm just glad to be back.
Where's Zoe?
She's been captured by a dragon.
A fire-breathing one!
Oh, rats, I was hoping for the non-fire-breathing variety.
We have to find that portal, now.
There's Zoe gone forever. Sadness explodes from my nostrils with great wetness and much oozing.
Relax, Iggy.
Okay, good idea.
What do you want to bet the next portal has something to do with dragons?
Will you look at this? I found a little seedling.
That's not a seedling, it's a core spore. Probably the one that hit the Zeppelin and started this whole mess. Quick, find a place to plant it.
Oh, an idea has attacked my melon. Got it! You really ought to get a crew in there and do a major cleaning, my friend.
It's a Venus flytrap.
To visit over and beyond, you must send a small creature that fits in my lips.
But I barely even know you. I am falling into an unsafe speed.
Gotcha. Where are you going?
I am in search of a girl and a dragon.
Righto then. Hang on.
So, little girl, continue your story. Now.
Stop calling me little girl and I'll keep telling the story. Deal?
All right, continue.
The rock was now broken into a bazillion pieces. The dragon was heartsick. He'd lost his only friend. His friendship had been broken.
And what happened next?
Well, the dragon heard a small, peepish squawk.
What was it? What was it?
The rock that the dragon had found had not been a rock at all. It was actually an egg. And inside that egg was a tiny dragon. The tiny dragon looked up at the big dragon and said,
Are we still friends?
The big dragon looked down at the baby dragon and smiled.
We're still friends. That's why I took the zebras. All I really wanted was a friend.
Have you ever really tried to make a friend?
No,
Why not?
none of your beeswax.
Okay, fine, whatever. So I told you a story. May I go now?
No, tell me another story about me, little person.
And if I don't?
You're my breakfast toast.
Okay, once upon a time there was a dragon. A mean one. An ugly one.
Get to the good part about me, or one snort and I'll break out the jam to spread on my toast.
One day this dragon came upon a creature even uglier and more selfish than he was. Relax, it gets better. In the land of Animalia, this creature was known as Allegra.
That is the worst sound I have ever heard.
Oh, yeah? So do you think you can do better?
I couldn't do any worse. La 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 la.
Hey, that ain't half bad. Want to try a duet?
Sure.
Somehow, their horrible voices blended together as one and made beautiful music. And so they had found something in common. Apart, they made ugly, useless noise. But together, they made beautiful music. The end.
I love that story.
I'm so glad. So, I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
No. Tell me another story.
I once babysat for a 3-ton baby hippo that was a ton less demanding than you are.
I don't care. Tell me another one or I'll...
You'll turn me into fondue or something. I get the point. Once upon a time, there was a dragon who scared everyone all the time.
Why? Why did he do this?
Because he was just like you.
Me?
Get real. Everyone in Over and Beyond is terrified of you.
But why?
Because you're mean.
I'm not mean. I'm powerful.
No, you're mean. You held the zebras hostage. You're holding me hostage. Everyone in Over and Beyond is afraid of you. And in my book, that's mean.
But fear is my only power. I do it very well, I might add.
But no one wants to hang around with a meanie. That's why you're lonely. I should know.
What do you mean, you should know?
Well, back home, when I was younger, sometimes when I felt threatened or angry, I would say and do mean things too.
Why?
Because it made me feel powerful. But these days, I don't do that so much.
What do you do instead?
When I get mad or frustrated, I tell a story about a mad or frustrated character.
Are you mad and frustrated now?
Yes, I want out of here!
Then continue your story now.
If you say so. But then will you let me go?
It depends on how good your story is.
Great, no pressure. Once upon a time, there was a dragon. He was only skilled at one thing. This dragon could scare. He could scare a gorilla. He could scare a little iguana.
I feel nappish and good.
Boo.
There was only one thing that the dragon couldn't scare away. It was a fear he held deep down inside himself. It was,
It was what?
his biggest fear was...
No, don't say it.
It was spiders.
No.
Clowns?
No.
Mayonnaise?
No!
A fire extinguisher.
No! My biggest fear is letting everyone in Over and Beyond see me. I'm terrified that I won't be as scary as they think I am. That's why I hide in this cave all the time. It's easy to live up to your legend if no one has ever seen you.
I hear that. Back in Animalia, everyone wants me to enter the storytelling contest because I'm supposed to be the best storyteller ever. But I don't want to enter it because I might let everyone down.
But you won't. You couldn't. You're an amazing storyteller.
No, you're just saying that because you're holding me captive.
No, I mean it.
And for the record, when you turn on the fierce thing, you are totally terrifying.
Really?
Absolutely.
We have something in common. I guess that makes us...
Friends.
friends.
So I can go back to Animalia now?
As long as you promise to visit now and again.
You got a deal.
Back off, big lizard, or I will be forced to use my amazing ninja moves to destroy you.
Relax, Iggy. Dagmon's letting me go.
That's good, because I have no ninja moves whatsoever, except for this karate chop, which I enjoy quite a bit. Hi-ya! Yeah! Yo! Ooh! Ow! Ow! That really hurt.
Good luck with being fierce, but don't be afraid to show your nice side either.
I won't. And good luck with your storytelling contest.
Thanks.
No, thank you.
Hi-ya! Yeah! Yo!
Seems to be a lot of traffic in and out of this cave these days. Where you headed?
Home.
To Animalia.
I haunted that?
I guess you learn something new about yourself every day.
Oh dear, I didn't know it did that either.
And in the end, the fierce dragon overcame his fears and came out of his lair. He charmed and occasionally frightened the creatures in the great land of Over and Beyond.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we have our winner. I had no idea you had that story in you.
Neither did I, Rini. Neither did I.